Lordy. Okay, you know what? They're just going to look at that. So, how is everybody doing? Did we introduce ourselves?
Yes, we introduced ourselves.
All right. Well, why are we here? We're here because we like Tennessee football. We're going to talk about Tennessee football. You guys like Tennessee football? That was not
Meh.
rhetorical, but I guess so. Okay.
Oh my God, what I'm seeing.
So, boys and girls, the Jeremy Pruitt era is over in Knoxville. Are we relieved? What's our deal here?
I'm glad we shipped him off to Kyle.
To Kyle up there in New
He's
York.
in Jersey. He's in Jersey.
He's
New York
in
doesn't
that-
even claim him.
He's in that rehab center for fired coaches. But anyways, we got
Is he on the same team with Dooley?
yeah, it's
Or is
Dooley,
him Dooley?
Kitchens. I mean, there's a bunch of coaches up there. It's
I just didn't know if they are the New York Giants or
Yeah.
the Jets. So
yeah, there's a lot of chefs in that kitchen. Anyways, we got first year head coach Josh Heupel. What were y'all's initial thoughts on Josh Heupel getting hired?
It's furious.
Furious, okay. What about you, Kyle?
what are we doing? I mean, the thing was is like I like we go around and apparently like James Franklin wants to come here, but then we don't want to pay him, and then we do all this and that and the other, and then he goes and gets the dude from UCF where he just came from. Talking about Danny White, RAD, like nationwide search, and you go and get the dude that you just left.
Yeah. And Hod, what about you?
I did not think it would be possible for me to have to Google our hire this time around, but they pulled it off.
You had to Google
That's
Josh
pretty
Heupel?
Yes, we were looking at James Franklin and all these other bozos. Josh Heupel was not on the radar.
Well, you know me, I was against James Franklin the whole time. But anyways, we got Josh Heupel. How many of his coaches on the coaching staff can you name?
Rodney,
Who?
Goon Wrangler.
Man, your mic's kind of soft, Chris.
That right.
There you go.
How about now?
Okay, who'd you say?
We got Rodney. We got the
Rodney?
Goon Wrangler.
Okay, that's one. Who else? List them off. Top 10 answers on the board.
Ghoulish.
All right, I'll accept that.
Going
Yeah.
Alex Halsley, Steve.
Okay, I'm glad you said that because I did not know how to pronounce his last name. Next.
Hall-
Tim Banks.
Tim Banks, Tom's brother, great. Oh wait, that's Hanks. Never mind. Next. Yeah.
Jesus.
LRB.
Who?
What?
LRB.
Oh,
Oh.
I was like LRB. All right, that's
He's our
five.
great.
I'll go ahead and check off Heupel. That's
Oh, yeah.
six.
Millie Martinez.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say him.
All right, four more.
Jeez.
Come on.
Who is coaching our running backs?
Wait,
Good
what's
question.
what's the crazy special teams coach name?
I don't know. I'm
Oh,
asking
yeah.
you.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
The one that like ran a marathon through
Eckler.
Nebraska or something?
Yep, Eckler. Good job.
Really hot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Eckler, that's it.
Yeah.
So these next three guys, I'm gonna list what school they came from. So what school they were at last year. So running back coach from Rice,
No idea.
Jerry Mack. Come on, guys. Offensive coordinator, former head coach, North Carolina Central. Common knowledge.
How can we forget?
Michigan linebackers coach.
Brian Jean Mary.
Thank you. Also did not know how to say that last name. And
We
Auburn
call
wide
him-
receiver coach.
Wasn't he a former
Oh,
Auburn wide receiver?
he was
He
the Auburn
was.
quarterback.
Oh, I
And
can
a-
hear you guys. It's so close it burns, don't it?
I
People want to
see.
say Kenyon Drake. Starts with a
Cody
K.
Brown, Cody
Brown. Yeah.
Oh, it's burning.
Burns.
Yeah, there you go. Cody Burns. Which I actually, in
Okay.
doing research, he was the co-offensive coordinator, the passing game coordinator, and the wide receiver coach. And that's pretty good for a young guy. So kind of excited about him.
Matt doing his research. He's actually
man.
digging in.
No sleep, gang. So Josh Heupel era begins tomorrow night. We are less than 24 hours from kickoff. Is this job too big for Heupel right now?
Yes.
Okay, well, just give it all away, I guess. Dang. No discussion there. Okay, so
well, here's the thing. When you said when you said we're 24 hours to kickoff, the first thing I thought about was like, okay,
don't put words in my mouth.
Well, I'm just saying that means we're 23 hours away from our first pick six, right?
Oh no, that one's gone. He's on the other coast now.
So they say. I'm skeptical.
So, I think we all felt the same about the Heupel hire. Like, what? Like, we're Tennessee. Go out, hire a coach, spend some money. Why are we just getting this guy that we just hired the AD from their school? But has Heupel kind of dampened those conversations within yourself and our group? Like, have you bought in on the possibility of Heupel being
Matt,
good?
there are rumors, real rumors, that people are now doing it. They've bought in. They love our lovable little marshmallow people to coach.
I've heard. So, Chris,
I will not be doing it before kickoff. I can guarantee that.
you've not
Caleb,
bought
you're
in.
going to be.
Has he nudged
angry
you
or-
in any direction? Like, are you still at the same point you were when?
I'll admit he's maybe not as bad as I thought he would be, but we also haven't played any football yet. So I'm withholding judgment.
What was I watching last week?
I think him being actually likable helps him out, because I'm moved a little bit from the night he got hired to right now. I like him, but like Caleb said, we haven't seen him play ball yet.
Yeah, and Kyle's a sheep, so let's keep that in mind.
That's fine. Well, here's the deal. The sheep are good because they go to heaven.
Yeah, I don't like lamb. Chris, what about you?
What was the question?
Has Heupel
Thinking about the Bible now.
has he
He won me over.
have you put more chips in, or you're cashing out?
I mean,
has he moved the needle for you?
Okay, it's
Well, we can't
impossible
talk
for
about
me
needles
not
in this
to
age.
put all the chips in with Tennessee football. As cynical as we get, as miserable as this thing has become, like, I'm still going to get excited. I'm just going to be in a wait and see pattern. Like, I want to see if we are aggressive. I want to see if we can actually stop anyone. I want to see if we can get to a bowl game. I want to see how he handles himself as things go along. But, like, personally, yeah, like, the team seems to be like they're having fun. We're going to be the kickball champions of the
Dodgeball.
SEC,
Yeah,
to be sure.
yeah, all of it,
Dodgeball,
yeah.
yeah. Like, they seem to like each other. Like, he's taking a soft hand. Like, he's not the Jeremy Pruitt hard ass that just taskmaster all the way around. So it's a lighter touch. I think they probably needed it. So he's at least done the little things right so far as I can tell. Recruiting.
What do you guys think about because of course we all hear it, the guys that say, you know what, I don't care if we win, it's going to be exciting to watch. What do you think about that?
That's me.
You have no idea if it's going to be exciting.
Okay, let me run 2 years by you guys. Let me run 2 years by you. 2016 and 2012. What were those years?
Well, there was the 2012 and 2016.
You know what those years were? Those were the most prolific offenses in UT history.
Yeah,
You know
massive disappointment.
Yeah. That was 2012. That was exciting, wasn't it? Scoring 50 and giving up 51. Oh, boy, I can't wait for that. I'm so excited. I am sick of that talking point. I'm over it. No. Those people that say it, they just rub me the wrong way.
I remember the Georgia fans in 2012 in Athens. Boy, y'all score a lot of points. We sure have a ball playing you. When we lose 51 to 41 or something.
Uh, phew,
So
those dark days are gone.
we are not going to remotely approach that this year.
All right.
We do not have Cordarrelle Patterson on this team, so
Yeah, that's true.
It's like all these people that get up there and say Tennessee is going to score 70 on Bowling Green. I think they're insane.
Well, we'll
I
get
think
to that.
Really?
Tennessee.
We'll get to that. Okay. Anyways, as we said earlier, less than 24 hours to kick off. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, SEC Network, under the lights at Neyland Stadium, Shields-Watkins Field. Tennessee versus Bowling Green. Tennessee, what was their record last year? Who knows? Off the top of your head.
3-7.
Bowling
Did we
Green's
play?
record?
3-7. Lost 7 of our last 8. Oh, boy. Nation's longest winning streak prior to that, though. Bowling
That
Green.
true?
You remember after the Indiana win? Oh, we got the nation's longest winning streak.
Wasn't there some sort of caveat to that?
I mean, there's
Yeah,
always.
longest winning streak other than LSU.
Yeah.
Since 1972, excluding teams south of the whatever.
The most orange team with the most wins.
Yes. Thank you,
Yeah.
Elias Sports Bureau. Okay.
The longest winning streak outside the top 25.
All right. Bonus points. What is Bowling Green's mascot?
They're a falcon, aren't they?
I guess they are. Yep. Thank you. Didn't research that. Bowling Green last year was 0-5. Had one game canceled due to the ongoing global pandemic. Scott Leffler is their head coach. Career record of 3-14.
Head
no
coach?
offense. Head coach, yeah. Third season.
Florida offensive coordinator, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's been everywhere. Michigan. I remember we were interviewing him.
That's right.
I think the year we hired Clausen, I think he was one of the finalists, and maybe another time too. Does that sound
Homer knew how
right?
to pick.
Yeah, who cares? Anyways, Josh Heupel, his 4th season as a head coach, past 3 years at the University of Central Florida, 28-8 overall record, impressive. As of last night, Tennessee was a 35.5-point favorite. The over/under was 61 points. And UT is 1-0 all time against Bowling Green. When did we play them, and what was the score?
We played them in Nashville.
That's right.
2015.
That's right.
I assume
I don't know.
They had they had that wide receiver that transferred to Alabama after he put up like 400 yards on us.
I thought
Yes.
Decker.
they
Yeah.
transferred from Alabama to Bowling Green and torched us.
No, I thought he.
Oh, I thought he went from. I thought he went
Yeah, he
after
was a
Bowling
good
Green. He went to
player.
Alabama.
I think.
He went to Bama after us.
Okay.
Okay, you guys are dodging the question. What was the score?
It was close, wasn't it? Like it was.
I mean,
we were
what if you're close
20
isn't my close?
2015 season. It was like 42 to 28 or something.
Okay. Kyle, what's your guess?
We won.
Yeah, okay. We won't ask for Hod. It was
Local.
59 to 30. 59 to 30. Uh-oh.
Is that a
Sorry.
flood warning?
Ida's coming through.
They let Como out of his office there. All right.
No problem,
So-
Matt.
So we've heard it all off season. Bowling Green is a terrible football team. You guys want to hear some of their offensive numbers from last year? How many points? They were 0-5. How many points
You
per
say
game
no?
did they average? What's your guess?
Well,
Points per game.
12.
17.
12, 17,
7.5.
7.5. Okay, it was 11. 11 points per game. They scored 6 offensive touchdowns all season. Only one of those through the air. 7 interceptions. But, I mean, if you needed to look at a bright spot, their running attack wasn't too bad. They averaged 4 yards a carry. I mean, that's, first down every 3 carries, so not too bad. But, yeah, definitely expect...
We talking about Bowling Green or Tennessee last year?
Bowling Green, I mean, we were probably worse than that, I'd say.
Did we not score just 5 touchdowns? No. It was less than 10, right?
What was?
Yeah, something like that.
10?
Garantano's like TD passes.
Oh,
Like the overall touchdowns
guaranteed.
last year. I think it was like under 10.
9? Yeah, I think they talked about that on the Tony Basilio show recently.
Yeah, Garantano threw for 6 touchdowns last season. Quite the performance.
6? Wow, and what? How many of those were against Georgia? At least 2 to Palmer. Oh, my Lord.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The Palmer pass is the only one I remember.
Tell you what.
And one Jalen Hyatt, right?
Half of Cheney's playbook was hidden there. So what's everybody's score prediction for the game? What do you think?
We're just
35 and a half point favorite. How many points are we going to score?
It's going to be 67-17 Tennessee.
Okay. How do we get to 67?
Because we
9
got
touchdowns and 2
safety.
safeties?
Yep.
A drop kick? Is that a college rule?
Yep. That's it.
Okay. What did you say again? 67 to 17?
I just hope we hit like mid 60s.
Is that
65, whatever.
that aspirational, Kyle, or do you legit?
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think we don't know anything except for what we heard, right? So what we heard is like, oh, well, this team's gonna put at least 60 on Bowling Green. Just gonna happen.
Boys at Volnug say something different.
Hod, what's your prediction here?
I don't think we're going to score as much as everyone keeps saying. I'll believe it when I see it. I don't know. It seems like everyone's so high on Joe Milton, but I'm gonna wait and see. All that arm strength, I think there's going to be lots of overthrown
All right, well,
passes.
that's
I'm
too
gonna
many
say
numbers for the
48.
scoreboard. So let's go a little more numerical
I would say that
here.
if we don't get out of the 40s, I'll be upset.
Out of the 40s?
Yeah, I want us to get out
Kyle,
of the
this is
40s,
East
and I want
Tennessee,
anything in the 50s. I'm good. 50 and over, I'm good.
I'll agree. Okay, but Hod, what's the score? Okay.
48-17.
Thank you. All right, Chris, what about you?
It's Tennessee, so regardless of coach, I take what I think is possible and I subtract about 15. So I'll say something like 41-10.
41 to 10.
Well, no, I think our defense is not good enough. Like they're really bad, so they say. We don't know, but
Bowling Green or our defense?
our defense and Bowling Green, no one has anything good to say about them except our defense might be better than we might think, slightly better than putrid. So more like 41-17.
Okay, so
wait, I want to know something. What would make you mad on how many points Bowling Green scores? Like, okay, let's assume we're winning. Like, what amount of Bowling Green points would make you mad?
I don't think any amount would make me mad. It would be how it's scored. Like, if it's big plays, yeah, it's going to piss me off. But if they get, the ball every minute and a half just because our offense is so fast, like, I'm not going to care if they score 28, 35 points as long as we score 7.
Oh, if they get above 24, I'll be pissed.
I mean, yeah, I probably will be too, but they're just kids
Even
out
if we
there
have
having
80,
fun.
if they have 24.
Get ready to get pissed, I think.
All right, my prediction. So we got 67-17, 48-17, 41-17.
Do we all say 17? 13 for me.
I'm going to say 59-13.
Oh my God.
All right. That's a good score. I like that score.
What are we basing this on, though? Like, we haven't talked about the team itself.
I don't know.
Like,
What do you play lottery numbers off of? Your gut.
Okay.
All right, so let's go over the depth chart here. Monday, I believe it was Monday. What is today? Wednesday? When do we play football? Thursday. Today is Wednesday. On Monday, Tennessee released their depth chart. They're too deep for the game week. What did everybody think of that? What?
Rodney playing games is what the first thing that popped out to me.
Okay. How's
Love
he playing games?
No Aubrey Solomon.
No Solomon.
No Aubrey Solomon. No what's that other Butler.
Who?
Butler. No, I think he's on there. Yeah, Butler is.
Is he?
I
he's
realized
starting
I didn't know
defensive
anybody
tackle.
on our defense.
Okay, so let's go over defense first. This is all anybody cares about. Okay, we're gonna be exciting on offense. Defensive end, we got Jaquane Blakely, backed up by Caleb Tremblay, the USC transfer. Our tackles, we got Matthew Butler and Latrell Bumpus, and Elijah
I've heard of
Simmons
Bumpus.
and DeJohn Terry. Our other defensive end, we've got Tyler Barron or Byron Young, and then Roman Harrison backing them up. Linebackers, we got Juwan Mitchell, followed by Aaron Beasley, and then Jeremy Banks in the weak side, with Solon Page the third backing him up.
Wait, is Bank starting or back?
Yeah, Banks is starting. So Juwan's in the middle, and then Jeremy's on the weak side. Cornerbacks, we got Alontae Taylor with Brandon Turnage, and then he's his backup. And Warren Burrell with backup Kenneth George. How long has Kenneth George been here? I swear that guy's been here for 10 years.
Wasn't he there with Eric Locke?
Who's Eric Locke?
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, we have a cornerback's name Turnage.
Yeah, it's the transfer from Alabama. I heard he's turning some heads.
Huh.
All right. Our star defensive back, Theo Jackson, backed up by Danico Slaughter. Then we got Jalen McCullough at one safety, backed up by Christian Charles, and Trayvon Flowers with Tamarion McDonald backing him up. So
I heard Christian Charles was good.
Okay, those names
I
sound
have
familiar.
also heard that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've heard a bunch about him. The big thing is, though, where's Aubrey Solomon? You got to think, especially
Hopefully on a treadmill.
with the depth at the defensive tackle position, you got to think he's going to see a lot of playing time. Like, they could have bracketed all the defensive tackles in as co-starters, I would say. Another big thing is Tyler Barron or Byron Young at the other defensive end. So they listed the defense in a, 4-2-5. So 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers, 5 defensive backs. But I don't know, what do you guys know what primary defense said? I mean, is that what we're going to do?
I mean, I would say we run a nickel or dime, just the nature of offense in 2021.
Yeah. I'm curious to see how they're going to use that combination of Barron and Young, because I think those are, at least Young, I think he's going to be our best pass rusher. Easy.
Who's the beat reporter on the radio today that said they were thinking that Rodney's kind of leading the charge on defense coordinator and Tim Banks is kind of leaning on him a lot?
Who was that, Caleb?
I have no idea.
You were.
I think it was on Basilio. I think because Basilio was like, "Yeah, you said it, and I totally agree."
Who was that? It wasn't Bottommeyer, was it?
No, was it Harrelson? No.
Dangerous Dan.
It's somebody, but he was just saying that Tim Banks was kind of leaning on Rodney a little bit.
Well, it makes sense to me. I mean, Tim, I didn't realize he was Butch's defensive coordinator at Central Michigan. So he's experienced, but he's not. He knows nothing about the league.
There?
Yeah, he was Butch's.
I know he was on staff. Oh, okay.
Co-defensive coordinator. Set up.
Yeah. So, of those groups there, what do you think is the most solid? Where are we looking like? Okay, we don't have to worry too much.
Safeties are probably the
Yeah.
best, or
Defensive backs,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. And what group do you think will surprise people?
I mean,
I think it'll surprise how bad the linebackers are.
I honestly, I'm the opposite. I think linebacker is such an important position, but I also think that it's one of those positions that I don't want to say it's easy, but it's easier to be able to make an impact at that position, you know?
Have you seen Jeremy Banks, our starting linebacker, play defense before?
I've seen him, and he runs like he's got concrete in his shoes, but not every linebacker in the world is Jeremy Banks, thank goodness, for every football coach in
Yeah,
the
he's
world.
just half of our starting linebackers is my issue.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah, so just don't throw to the right side.
So another thing I'm excited about on this is seeing some of these transfers. I mean, you got Juwan Mitchell starting middle linebacker, Caleb Tremblay from USC backup defensive end, DeJoun Terry making the two deep at defensive tackle from Kansas. I mean, come on. That's exciting to see.
Powerhouse football team.
Also, I mean,
No.
turnage. I mean, coming from Alabama to Tennessee. I mean, if he's good enough for Saban, you know, he's surely got something there.
It's a real hot take.
No, thank you. All right, let's move over to offense. Tight end, Jacob Warren or Princeton Fant. Offensive line, we got Darnell Wright, Jerome Carvin, Cooper Mays, Javonte Spraggins, Cade Mays. Wide receivers, we got Velus Jones Jr. or Javonte Payton, Jalen Hyatt, Cedric Tillman. Running backs, Tyon Evans, Jabari Small. Quarterback, Joe Milton III. Thoughts?
Is Cedric Tillman the Cody Blank of this season?
Oh, God. Why would
I
you
hear
say
things.
that?
I hear things, but it seems like every year we have
Okay,
one.
well, explain. What does that mean?
All camp, all American.
Yeah, it seemed his Achilles heel was his Achilles heel, but so tight end. Are we going to be able to get any production at tight end?
I don't know. Does it matter? I mean, I don't know.
It does. I like a good tight end. I like a good.
Well,
offense.
especially isn't the tight end like super important to Heupel's offense?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's super important, but it's definitely got a good role in it.
I'm going to say no to your
No?
question.
Okay.
Princeton Fant.
Yeah, that's another guy that's been here for.
We're gonna
20
have to roll
years.
D Beckwith out there.
Well, you got to, don't you?
just throw him out tight end, Bina.
Put him in
Got
the
a,
AJ
here we got a
Johnson.
walk-in, Wason Jitten over there. All right, offensive line, Wright, Carvin, Mays, Spraggins, and Mays. Should be solid group. What do you think?
I'm excited for Spraggins. He's been on my all-name team. I'm just glad to see him on the field.
All right. Well, if anybody knows Javonte, let him know. Hod's up here. Spraggins on him. That was bad. Okay. Wide receivers, Velus Jones or Javonte Payton. Payton, the transfer out of Mississippi State, left the Pirate for the Heupel. Velus Jones, what did you guys think about Velus last year?
Don't remember a thing.
I mean, I remember a touchdown catch against like Vanderbilt, but other than that, I'm just like, okay.
I remember like the first time seeing him, I'm like, oh, well, he can actually maybe score a touchdown and break a tackle.
I don't know if this is a fair comparison, but he kind of reminds me of a smaller Gerald Jones. Like, he's not going to beat you with his speed, but, you know, he's got some moves. He got some handles, so I don't know. That's what I feel about him. Javonte Payton, I'm excited to see him. I mean, you know, if he's going to transfer here and already be in the 2 deep, let's see it.
Well, he had that crazy game against Mississippi State, or excuse me, against LSU last year. That's the same guy, right?
Sure. I didn't research that.
He caught like 2 long ball touchdowns out of like 170 yards. I think it's the same guy.
Oh, that was like the one game Mississippi State won last year, wasn't it?
The Mike Leach. Oh God, Tennessee! Look,
Mike Leach is going to dominate the SEC.
we're going mobile.
All right. So other wide receivers, we got Jalen Hyatt backed up by Walker Merrill, which that surprised me, and Jimmy Callaway. What do you think? Is Jalen Hyatt going to break out this season?
He better.
I mean, he definitely has the talent to. Uh, I don't want to hold anything anyone did last year against them because just due to our poor coaching. But so
Yeah.
it definitely has a chance. It sounds like he's going to be playing slot, which is going to be a really important position for Heupel's offense.
Why is he playing slot?
Well, I thought it came out that he's not really the best at the other receiver positions there.
Apparently, he can't
He
get
can't-
off
Yeah.
against press
Can't get off the
coverage.
block.
Not a good route runner.
Just a terrible mind.
I don't know. I don't know why he needs to run routes. Just sit him out there and say, hey, just run straight. Run faster than the other dude. All right. Cedric Tillman backed up by Anderson Kobe, who is a newcomer this year. I believe he's a JUCO guy.
Oh
Yeah,
my
he's a
God.
sophomore. So Tillman is a guy that I just love the look of him. I'm hoping he has a great year. He's our, let's see, yeah, looks like our tallest starting receiver at 6'3".
You love the look of him. What do you mean?
I just love the look of him. You know, he looks like a baller out there.
Hmm.
You know.
All right, Matt, we're going to talk quarterback or
Well, we gotta get the running back first. Tyon Evans,
Okay.
Jabari Small. I think those guys are gonna be great. Love them. Good luck. I'm excited to see Tyon Evans. Big. Wasn't he the number one rated JUCO running back? Or he was at least up there. But all right, the one that everybody wants to talk about, Milton. Heupel announced Joe Milton III, transfer from Michigan. It's going to be our starting quarterback.
I'm from Tennessee. I don't want to talk about no Michigan football.
Well, without Michigan football, there might not be Tennessee football. That's
Clearly
an
did.
exaggeration.
Oh,
but- So what do we think about Milton? I mean, the guy looks like a freaking monster. Listed at 6'5", 244. Like, have they tried him at linebacker yet, or?
he looked like Reggie White running around in that live action shot.
That shot of him like in the rain is just like, oh my gosh, like, do not mess with this guy.
Did it do things to you?
No, but
I haven't seen a Tennessee football player look that good in a uniform since Jacquez Smith.
all right, well,
Kentucky game All-American. All-American.
Wall's finest there. So what do we think about the quarterback battle? Was it Milton's to lose the last month, or has it always been a quote unquote battle up for open job? Yeah.
I think Harrison Bailey was second or third string as soon as Heupel was hired. You know, I think Heupel went and got somebody to be the starter,
I mean, that is the thing.
whether it be Hooker or Milton.
Yeah, both Bailey and Hooker were already here. You know, Heupel inherited them, but you know, Milton came in in the summer or spring. So yeah, they definitely brought him in. I mean, that is a good point.
Well, the word was that he pined for Joe Milton at UCF, recruited him as hard as he could recruit.
Yeah.
It's still UCF, so he's had his eye on him for years.
So we can thank Joe Milton for Josh Heupel taking her job just so he could recruit Joe Milton.
Every man has their passions, Matt.
Yeah. So
Josh is defensive end looking quarterbacks.
the quarterback battle for me is I've not really cared. Like you could tell me that any of those three guys is going to start, and I'm going to feel comfortable with it. I mean, I think that this offense is much more of a system. You don't have to have a guy that goes out there and can make plays and break down coverages. Just hit your spots, do all that. Would you all agree?
Yeah, they're just reading one side of the field at a time, apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently, very, very basic.
If they had came out and said, "Hey, Hendon Hooker is your starting quarterback," I mean, who would really care? I wouldn't.
I know some people who would like to see Herndon starting.
Oh, it was a Herndon or Hendon?
So I've heard.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's the quarterback battle.
Guys, wait, don't jump away. What do you think?
Wait, what? Didn't they
Caleb
already
just
say?
What'd they say? I don't know your opinion. What'd you say?
I have no idea. I mean, the Clears brought in Joe Milton for a reason. They thought the other two
What a
sucked
great
after spring.
podcast
So
take. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the quarterback battle. All right. You guys want to do over under, or you want to do season? Let's do over under. Okay. So first one, over under attendance tomorrow, 85,000. Kyle.
I would say under.
Under. Okay. Hod.
Yeah, I think we'd be lucky if we get 80, 81.
Really? Okay.
under.
Under. All right, Chris.
I bet there'll be a good bit. The weather's going to be nice tomorrow. I bet we'll probably have a few thousand walk-ups. But are you going announced or actual?
I mean, we have to go with announced.
Okay.
Unless somebody wants to figure it out.
I mean, I think it'll look like a good crowd.
Students are sold out.
Students are sold out. 14,000 went.
Well, does that mean that the students are sold out with all their buddies, or?
Yeah.
Well, they did buy two get one free, and with that they
Yeah.
get 14,000 tickets.
Use their Publix gift card. I'll say under probably.
Under?
I think they sold 80,000 tickets, I read today.
All right, well, I'm taking the over then, so.
Well, I bet no matter what it is, they'll announce at least 80.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, if they'll announce at least 95.
You think?
Yes!
I mean, I guess you just can.
Everybody wants to go see the lights. It's going to be so cool.
We have 5,000 people with sideline passes.
Think of all the vendors.
Peyton brought all the ball boys he worked with over the years. All right.
This-
Game points, 61 points. Over and under. Over or.
41 plus 13. Okay.
Over.
I got to make sure I didn't. Okay, Kyle's over. Okay.
Over.
Under or over. Okay. Chris, what'd you say?
Under.
Wait, Kyle, you said under, right?
Over.
Okay.
Point-
Caleb, you were over?
69 points.
I think Tennessee's going to hit the over just by themselves.
I like that. It's exciting. 61. I'll also take the over. Caleb, you were over or under?
Over.
Oval? Okay, gotcha.
Ooh.
All right.
You know,
Joe
you know.
Milton, over under 300 passing yards in his Tennessee debut.
I say,
I don't think he'll stay in the game long enough.
yeah.
I'm going to say under. I think they're all three going to play.
I don't even know if he'll have the most passing yards.
Okay. So we got unders.
All unders, I think.
I'm going to be disappointed if he doesn't. You know? But
I think we'll see. I think we'll see him run some too,
I think,
which will take away from his passing
I think
yards.
we might see 300 yards in the first half. I'm taking the over. Okay. All right. Tyon Evans, 100 yards. Also, Jabari Small, 100 yards.
Separate.
Yeah.
Neither get. They're both around like 80.
Both under. Okay.
What happened there?
Caleb took his
Under on both.
Yeah,
Under?
definitely.
Okay. Well, who listened to Brian the other day when how many runs of 20 plus yards will we have? And he said 9. I said, excuse me? You think we're going to get 200 yards on like 9 carries? Like with as many plays as this offense runs? Like what is that? We're going to get 600 yards rushing. Like, yeah.
Tony's got into his head and it making him think we're playing the Hall's Red Devils.
Oh, now give us some credit there. Okay. I also am going to take the under. I think both of them will have probably over 80 yards, but I don't think either will hit that 100-yard mark. Hope they do.
I mean, it's great unspoken secret of the offense that he runs is that it is heavily run focused. We're going to run a lot this year.
Yeah. Okay, wide receivers that have at least 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Over under 1.
Over.
Over, okay.
I'll go over.
Really?
I think there will be one. So
Yeah, I should have said
Maybe
1.5.
push.
Well, okay, let's say 1.5. We'll have-
under.
Okay, under. Kyle, are you still over? Think
I'm
we'll
still
2?
over.
Okay, Chris.
Yeah.
Scoring 67 points. Somebody's got to.
So it's gonna be Princeton and Jacob either.
Princeton fan. Yeah. D. Beckwith, 3 touchdowns.
I will also take
Our defense
over.
is going to score like 14.
That's something
I've been-
I'm ready for. I am ready for some dominant wide receivers. Oh, so sick of it.
Stay ready, Matt. Someday.
All right, defensive sacks over under 3.
I'll go under.
Under, okay.
Whoa, sorry, what'd you ask?
Sacks on defense 3.
It's our 3.5 or 2.5.
3. Over under 3 sacks.
Oh, yeah, I guess you can do it that way.
Yeah, thank you.
Under.
Under, God, Kyle.
I'm gonna say over.
Okay, Kyle, thank you. Kyle,
Over.
over. Okay. I'm also going to take over. I mean, this team sucks. Okay. All right. How about mentions of Tennessee and the transfer portal? Everybody's favorite new toy, gadget, whatever you want to call it. How many times will it get mentioned on the SEC Network broadcast? 4, over or under?
Oh, well over.
Okay.
I'm gonna go under.
Yeah.
Under, okay.
Who's
Oh,
playing the
over.
I don't want to know. I probably won't
team? The
watch.
Taylor Zarzer.
Kyle, you said over?
Well, yeah. Yeah. What? Yeah, over. Like, I know it's 8 o'clock, but what channel are we on?
SEC Network.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, can we give a
Nickelodeon.
quick shout out to Danny White for moving our game from a Saturday to get us on the SEC Network up against the NFL and Ohio State?
Well, the last time we were on Thursday on ESPN, I mean, it didn't go too well, but we pulled it out.
Ah, this is the
Okay.
stuff we need.
Last week 1 over under before we get to season over under. Stand tunes. How many times will the Pride of the Southland? Okay, will the Pride of the Southland play the battle 3 times, over or under?
I have no idea what that song is.
Gladiator.
Yeah, Gladiator. Okay.
No.
Can I answer? I don't care.
Okay.
I'm gonna say under.
Under. Okay.
There's just not enough time to play that song anymore in games.
It's true.
Not with a light show.
Unless it's a CBS game. Yeah, I say under.
Gosh. I'll take the under just because I don't think it would be useful in very many situations.
What do we think the third down gimmick is going to be this year?
Or what?
What's the third down gimmick going to be this season? I wonder. Surely Danny's got something up his sleeve.
Yeah, just let them score, baby.
It's third down.
Living on a Prayer, over under 3 plays. And this is on TV. You hear it on TV.
Play it again, drum major. Yeah. Oh, over.
Let's go over.
Over. Okay.
Under.
Under.
He
Okay.
loved that one.
Chris, you said over?
Yes, he loves that one.
Um,
Raiders.
I'll take a push on that. I think it would be exactly 3. And last one, Crazy Train, 3 times over under.
That's an under.
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 Yeah,
Under. Yeah,
under.
Kyle doesn't care. Okay. All right.
Well,
We'll have to
I was
listen.
letting the band guys answer.
Well, thank you. Okay.
Matt, you gonna be keeping stats on this too?
No, definitely not.
You listening for Crazy Train?
No, this game will be see what songs they play so we can, actually get a good over-under for stand tunes in the future. All right, this season wins over-under 6.
It feels like it should be a whole segment.
Well, we got 10 seconds.
Under.
Under.
Over.
Over. Okay.
Since you've introduced the push, I'll say we get to 6 and 6.
Okay. Well, that's not fair.
Weak.
All right.
Weak.
If 5 and 7 is more likely than 7 and 5, so under.
Okay.
Weak.
I'll
Thanks.
take the over. All right.
Can you? Okay. All right.
So I'm gonna list.
Nope.
We're gonna list the game by game, and we're just gonna go say win or loss. Okay. Bowling Green.
Really.
Win. Okay. Win.
When
Pittsburgh, week 2.
Win.
Loss.
win.
I'm
2-0.
I'm
You gotta
also
stick to your
going
5
win.
and 7, Chris.
Wooly. Look at this.
I also say win. Tennessee Tech win. Okay. Florida. Loss.
Loss.
Yeah. Big L.
Loss.
Yeah.
Kyle,
Yeah.
you
We're
going
about-
loss?
We're 3 days
Yeah.
out from everyone looking at FAU scoring 1 touchdown against Florida, and they're beatable.
Tennessee 3-0, heading to the swamp.
No. It's got to see it to believe it.
I'm gonna say win.
Well, yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah, it was 4-0 September.
Yeah.
We win in the division.
All right. Next game, Missouri.
I don't know enough about Missouri, but I'm just gonna guess and say it's gonna be close, but I think we'll win.
Okay.
I'll say loss.
Oh.
Dorkwitz seems like he's doing decent up there.
Torquitz.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really teaching Ballsack how to throw it up there. Chris, what was yours?
Kid show.
Yeah.
I said Baselac. What are you talking about?
It's in Como. It's not cold there anymore, but I think they probably have more than we do, so probably a loss. Truly a toss-up game, though. Like that's a swing that takes you from 5 and 7 to the Gator Bowl.
I mean, what would beat them?
If we don't ban
36
ourselves
to
from the
12
game.
last year or something.
Yeah, but they discovered a quarterback in the 4th quarter. They played
Well,
pretty well.
he played earlier than that. I feel like.
Yeah, but we stomped them, and then it was an unsettled kind of thing until the end.
Yeah,
They're good.
I bet it's God.
I mean, we're more talented than they are.
I'm gonna say win. I'm just gonna say it. I think it'll be a high-scoring game. Hype has a history.
Matt has us 5-0 right now.
Undefeated. Okay.
Matt's 5-0 right now.
Okay. Next week, South Carolina. What are we doing? Win or loss?
Win.
Win.
Okay.
Are they still starting a GA as their quarterback?
One can only hope.
Doesn't matter.
Is that there or here?
Here, because we started there last year.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it'll be close. That one always is, but I think we can probably pull it out.
Okay, I also say win.
We're bowl eligible, man. We're bowl eligible. 6-0.
Ole Miss. The Lane Kiffin Bowl. What we got?
We're losing. We're losing that.
We are losing.
I have us 5-2 right now.
Yeah, we probably lose that one. But I bet it's one where like it's just. I bet it's the dumbest game of the year.
Is that there or here?
That's here.
Here.
Like it's his first time here as a head coach.
I'm gonna go win. All right. Next week.
7-0 Matt.
Next week.
7-0 Matt.
This is how you
People
know
now
if this is a rib,
Browning and
folks.
Bull.
Matt's just trolling.
Alabama. Win or loss?
Skip.
Loss. Yeah, just skip that.
Just get rid of it.
I'm gonna go win. I'm just kidding. Loss.
Okay.
Okay. Kentucky.
Win.
Really?
Win.
Really?
It's there, and I bet they're kind of sneaky good this year. I'll go loss.
It's Kentucky though.
It is Kentucky, but we're
It
Tennessee.
is
now.
Kentucky, but
Mark,
No matter what.
Mark Stoops last year before he goes to Lincoln. He'll live with a
interesting.
bang.
I'm gonna go with win. Okay, Georgia.
Matt, wait, do
you
you
need
have
to wait.
8-1
Let it
now?
play out.
Matt
Hey, at
has
least
us
we're
in
not
Atlanta
undefeated.
Right now.
I mean, I'm being realistic. All right. Georgia, loss. Y'all's losses.
Yes.
Yeah, has to be.
Yeah, you're all losers, so I'll go loss too. South Alabama.
Win.
Yeah, duh. Win. Okay.
No.
Oh no.
I need to say, like we should win.
USA.
Chris, don't think about this.
They got Jake Bentley.
Who?
We've never beaten the South Carolina
The
dude.
car guy? Oh yeah.
We've never ever beaten that guy.
Is that the guy that beat us when he was like 16?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh lordy. He should be
I bet-
playing high school football and going to prom, but instead he's putting 400 on Tennessee.
That's the game
Yeah,
Taylor
prom day.
loses his cool. But we end up winning.
And to close the season, college football's favorite rivalry, Tennessee versus Vanderbilt. Win.
Yeah.
Somebody answer
Matt, what is
this.
your final record?
I don't have my notes in front of me here, but I'm gonna say we got
I
one
think
loss
you said
in there.
you have
Two
us like
losses.
9-2 or 10-1.
Yeah.
Matt went 10-2.
Okay, Matt has us at 10-2.
No, he Ole Miss. You said Ole Miss, right? Ole Miss.
Said we would lose to Bama and Georgia.
Okay, that's
9-3.
10-2.
Get that 10-2 mindset, Matt. Watch out for my song coming to Basilio.
Okay. Oh, well. All right. So, obviously, you guys are closer together than you are to me, but I'm more realistic here. So, tough question. Should the Vols self-impose a bowl ban for this year?
No.
No?
No.
No? Okay.
The NCAA is dead.
Okay.
It's
But it would be extremely Tennessee for us to be the last organization whatsoever to get anything from them and to take it seriously.
Kyle?
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we shouldn't ban ourselves from no.
Okay. Yeah, I also agree.
The SEC is more powerful than the NCAA now.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. Next, I want to run some numbers by you, and we're gonna close this out with a little bit of reflection on the Tennessee program. So, since the year, okay, let's say Tennessee all-time in football is 825 wins, 384 losses, and 50 ties. Since 2000, Tennessee is 149 and 113. Since 2010, Tennessee is 66 and 69. So, and since 2000, we've won 57% of our games, and since 2010, we've only won 48% of our games. Now, this is where this gets depressing. 29% of our all-time losses have been since 2000, 17% since 2010. So essentially, 1 in 3 or 1 in 5 losses has happened in the majority of our lifetime. How does that make you feel?
Not good.
Dreading our prestige rating on the new NCAA.
That is a good point. What do you think we would be, a 4? What, it goes up to 6 stars, doesn't it? Would we
I
be
think
a
we'd be lucky to be a
4?
4.
You think?
Yeah.
I'd be happy if we were 4.
Yeah, them not.
We're still a
requiring-
national brand.
Yeah, oh God, Chris, what about you? What do you think?
I mean, obviously, I feel terrible.
Yeah.
It's the reason I have gray hair at 33.
Oh Lordy.
I mean,
Looks great on you. All
Yeah.
right. So since a fifth of our losses has been in the last 10, 11 years, what point do you think in that time frame was the true rock bottom of the program? How many rock bottoms have we had? I mean, at least 10. But what was the biggest one for you? When was the point that you said, "Yeah, we suck"?
Last year.
Okay.
I mean, losing to Georgia State is probably the obvious answer.
That
But
statement never not
actively
makes me laugh.
cheering for Massachusetts has to be up there as well. Like that was quite a bit of fun, but that has to be pretty
stood
close to
in
it.
our living room and
God.
openly rooted for UMass and their coach wearing his blouse.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I mean, Wyoming 2008 was the moment that I realized that this was
Oh,
probably not going to be
God.
the same.
Oh God, that was the most
Coincidentally,
awful game to sit through ever. Well, that was a
13.
noon kickoff, right? 13-7.
Yes.
Final?
it was the last time I did any kind of Tennessee media. We did a podcast with the the University Online newspaper that day. Said we'd win by 40, and I predicted Lane Kiffin would be our head coach.
Win by
Oh.
40. I don't think we scored 40 combined points all of that year.
We maybe not.
Like,
think
I
we
went
won
and
a
looked at the stats that season. I think the highest quarterback passing touchdowns was 4.
I think that was the year we went a month without scoring a touchdown.
Oh Lord. Well,
Maybe
we've
that
gone
was,
about
you know-
9 months now, so it could be worse. All right. So I think my rock bottom moment was the what year was it? We went 4-8. 2017.
Accepting the second half kickoff against LSU.
We'll do it.
But yeah, for me, it was the 8-loss season. That I don't know. That just sucked so bad. That, we lost that bragging right of never having lost more than 7 games in a year. That was just.
The same year as the scoreless streak.
What city is Arkansas State in?
Jonesboro?
Yeah, damn you to Jonesboro, Butch Jones. All right,
Geography, though, where is Bowling Green?
Kentucky.
Ohio.
It's in
Northern
Kentucky.
Ohio.
It's in Kentucky.
Like Louisville? Wait, Northern Ohio?
I'm pretty sure Northwest Ohio.
Are we talking about the same Bowling Green?
Yeah, where the college is, Matt. Bowling Green, not
they-
the.
No, I'm pretty sure it's still Kentucky, isn't it?
No.
Are you sure?
Come on, man. Did you really do your research, Matt?
Yeah, it said Kentucky.
That's where Western Kentucky is. Western Kentucky is.
Did
in
I
Bowling
research the wrong team? All right, folks, we're going to restart. We'll be right back. I'm just kidding. All right, let's start to wrap it up here. We'll do one quick other thing, and then we'll do a little bit of trivia. So Kyle, let's start with you. Give us a little bit of your Vol history. What was the first game you went to, and who are your favorite Vol players of all time?
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Great question.
Yeah, unpack it there. Thank you. Thank you.
So I didn't. I'm a late bloomer because I grew up. My dad was actually a professor at UGA. So
User has been
yeah.
muted.
Yeah. So my first game was early 2000s Alabama. I think Brody Coral was the quarterback for Bama. And I remember because it was before replay, and we were one of our defensive end was chasing him down, and he went down on one knee and threw a touchdown pass from one knee, and the whole stadium booed for an hour after that.
Isn't that
So
the best.
yeah, I was kind of hooked after that.
All right, so early 2000s Alabama. Caleb, what about you? Oh wait, Kyle, who's your favorite players of all time?
Derek Rogers, obviously. No. Let's see.
Oh Lord.
I don't know. I mean, I love like it's hard for me not to love Alvin Kamara.
Mhm.
But I would probably say like I don't know, Eric Berry.
Eric Berry, okay.
Is that I don't know.
I mean, that's
I
good.
like it. I like
Okay.
it a lot. Nick Rivez.
Oh God, get out of here. Okay.
Alton Jumper.
Oh God, Caleb, Vol game win.
I'm pretty sure at least the first game I can remember was, I think it was a 96 Kentucky game.
Oh, cold.
And I have a memory in my head that I actually don't know if it is real, but it's of Joey Kemp catching a ball after he'd already fallen down
Okay.
and he caught it while laying on the ground. But that's like the earliest memory of that I have. And then I'm pretty sure went to most of the games in 97 the next year. And I have a memory of chanting SEC behind Rick Russo after we beat Vanderbilt.
Did you go to the SEC championship that year?
No, didn't go in 97 or 98.
Oh man. Chris, what about you?
The first game was Arkansas in 1996,
Mm-hmm.
55-17. Me and
Good
Dad.
score.
Yeah, I mean peak Tennessee football. Sitting in the west stands and those little aluminum bleacher seats, like
Mhm.
with the chair back. One's right at the aisle. Don't know where in the world he got them. Favorite Vol though is tough. Like Jeff Hall always had that clutch gene.
I do, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
like I just every time he got out there, I knew that we were going to score. I never had any doubts in him.
I think he actually missed a lot of kicks, though, if I remember right.
Don't sully my memories,
let
Matt.
me look this up.
He didn't miss clutch kicks though.
Yeah,
He did not miss.
Okay, we'll leave Jeff Hall's flawless. Caleb, did you say your favorite Vol?
I was thinking, I mean, aside from the obvious ones, I always really liked Deion Grant
Mm-hmm.
as a kid. I sat with Deion Grant at the Welcome Back barbecue. So me and him sat there and ate Buddy's barbecue. I think it was before the 98 season. And he signed my program, and I just always loved him since then.
Oh, heck yeah. All right, Chris, who was your favorite? Jeff Hall, right?
Yeah, I like Jeff.
Final answer?
Go with Jeff. I mean, there's
Okay.
it would be ridiculous to say Peyton Manning, but I mean, yeah, basically anyone that was good in the '90s. Your Marcus Nash's, Peerless Price, Jay Graham.
I really like Robert Meacham.
yeah, he's good. All right,
I should have said Craig. I should have said Craig Faulkner just in case he saw the link from my Facebook.
Oh Lord, okay.
Shout out to Craig.
Shout
No,
out,
he's-
Craig.
he's-
I played basketball with him and
Gotta say, he's hooping right now.
Yeah, baller balls. Okay, my first game attended was 1998, Tennessee versus UAB, 37-13. Set right behind one of the field goals there. Never caught a ball because Jeff Hall is clutch, baby. My favorite Vol. I got kind of a weird pick, but I always loved Raynoch Thompson. Yeah, he had that big neck roll, so his, the top of his shoulder pads stuck out. I mean, and those 90s and early 2000s Tennessee defenders, those were men. And he was one of my favorites, but yeah.
Well, the defense was so disciplined that year because they knew that Raynoch, when he said he would kill them, it was serious.
Yes.
It was real.
Yeah, I went a little bit different than Al Wilson. I liked Al, but man, I'll never forget Raynoch and that big 46. All right, so let's do a couple trivia things and let's get out of here. So this one I found in an article on allfortennessee.com. I need you guys to tell me who was the last FBS opponent that Tennessee beat by more than 26 points.
Western Kentucky. Wait, they're not, are they?
Yeah, they're FBS, but
26 points. Wasn't it Vandy in one of Butch's years?
okay. So we got Western Kentucky, Vanderbilt, Caleb.
26. Let's see. I'm gonna guess Kentucky 2015. I have no idea.
Okay. Well, you got the season right, but unfortunately, all of you missed the team. The team was Northwestern in the bowl game. Yeah. I trust them. I did not look that up to verify it, but it was on there, so go check out all for
Me and
Tennessee.
Caleb were literally almost died in that heat.
And I was very sleep deprived after driving through the Everglades all night to
I
get
remember
there.
that. That was the one where we moved up to like the top of the stadium to sit in the shade, wasn't it?
Went and sat with the in-laws.
Yeah. It was. Yeah.
And
All right.
is Evan Berry had the pick six to end the game, right?
It's going to be a
Yeah.
great 26 too.
Yeah, and if this has anything to
We'll be
predict
back
on
here
next
next
season,
year,
next
boys.
season-
I remember saying that to y'all. We'll be back here next year. God. Okay, we weren't. Okay. Name the last two Tennessee wide receivers that had at least 10 touchdowns in a season. The last two.
Say Dante Stallworth, Kelly Washington.
Jesus.
That's way back. I was thinking Hunter or Patterson,
Okay.
but no.
Wait, you're saying this the same season or the last two to do
No,
it? Period?
the last two to do it, period.
Okay, I
It's
would
only
say
been two Vols since 2004 that have done this.
I would say CP might have done it, and I don't know, Dwan Jennings.
Jennings was close. He had 9 one year. In 2006, Josh Malone had 11. And all the way back, oh, not 2006, 2016, sorry, 2016. And then back in 2006, Kyle, who's that wide receiver you liked a lot?
Meacham.
Yeah, he also had 11. So those are the last two receivers to do it for us. All right, last.
I felt like Gerald Jones and Denarius Moore got in there a lot too. That's who I was kind of thinking too.
Yeah, unfortunately, they didn't ever have more than 10. Okay, last trivia question for tonight. Name the top 3 Tennessee players that had the most rushing attempts in their career.
Most rushing attempts.
Most
Okay.
rushing attempts in a career.
Obviously, it's Torn Pool.
All right.
I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
My guess is Arian Foster, Jalen Hurd, and Travis Stevens.
Okay, Foster, Hurd, and Stevens. Okay. Next.
Kyle.
I'm thinking I like Hurd. Don't like him, but I like him from this question.
Rushing attempts. Jalen Hurd is definitely going to be one. Alvin Kamara is definitely not going to be one.
yeah, definitely not.
What do you mean? He played at Tennessee?
Marlon Lane.
Yeah.
Marvin Lewis. Like, what?
Marlon Lane.
Jalen Hurd. I wonder if Cedric Houston or Gerald Riggs is not one of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say Riggs. That's who I was about to say.
And Jamal no. Maybe. And Reggie Cobb and Chuck Webb, they weren't there that long, right?
What about Henry and Stevens?
It's one of those two.
Okay, well, that's a lot of names. So let's just start with number 3 here.
Hurd, Riggs, and Travis.
Hurd, Tim Riggins, and Matt Saracen. Gotcha. Okay.
yeah.
All right, number 3. Montario Hardesty with
Oh
560
my God.
carries. Number 2, and this one surprised me. Like, I was like, no, this clearly we're in a simulation. Something's gone wrong. Number 2 with 589 career carries, Jalen Hurd. I would not have expected that. When did he leave? After his third
becoming
year?
the all-time leading rusher before he quit.
God, how did we suck
Yeah.
so bad? And number 1, everybody's favorite, bring us some tacos, Arian Foster with 650 rushing attempts. Only Tennessee player to have more than 600. And he's halfway to
And
7.
he fumbled half of them.
Only when it mattered, though. Only when it mattered. All right. Well,
Great podcast, guys.
it was great. Let's end it with a weekly gripe. Kyle, what are you complaining about this week? What's bothering you? How's city life? How's the rain up there in New York?
Oh, just general, not about Tennessee
Yeah,
sports.
what's pissing you off this week? Anything?
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a pretty happy guy. Other than
That ice cream you ate.
I
earlier,
got no
right?
complaints, bro. I have not ate it yet. I'm saving it for my cheat day.
Okay. Caleb, what's got you griped? What are you griping about?
Kroger Click List keeps not having certain items I need for cooking in the week. I was trying to make some pho this week, but they didn't have my bean sprouts, so.
You were trying to make what?
Can't have it without the bean sprouts, right?
Yeah.
Fuzz.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Did you say you're trying to make fuzz? Or fudge? I really didn't understand. Okay, well, Jack, thank you very much. Hope you get your bean stalks. Chris, what's bothering you this week?
Lost a good bit of weight in the last few months.
Yeah, that
And
sucks. Oh, wait, never mind. Sorry.
My shoes, none of if I take steps like too hard of a step in the shoe, it flies off like a flip flop. They just rattle around on me all day. So
I've
it's a
never
trip to the
heard
store.
of a person losing weight in their foot.
Length still the same, width significantly different.
I didn't even know that was a thing that was possible.
Oh, well, I'll come show you, Matt.
All right, well, this is my segment. This is my baby. You know what's pissing me off this week? Knoxville drivers. People, stop passing in the right lane, okay? I see you coming up behind me. I will get out of the left lane. I will let you go by. But you don't need to go 90 in the middle of the interstate. All right, anything else? Are we done?
Matt, get out of the left lane.
I will. All right, tomorrow night, folks, it's football time. It's here. Comment down below your score predictions if you win. Caleb up there will send you a $10 gift card.
$10 worth of hose.
Before
Hoge,
we
yeah.
go though, do we plan on doing this before the kickoff of games Saturday? Or
Saturday.
or
Like other
subsequently?
football games?
Yeah, like a little college game day kind of thing.
God. We could just Photoshop
I'll be
our
watching
heads.
college game day.
We'll have it on.
We are college game day now.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, anything else? Any more gripes? Last chance. Kyle, I can see it. Something's eating at you.
No, well, I mean, DoorDash messed up my order a couple times,
Oh, here it is.
but it's really nice because they not only reimburse you, they give you an extra $5. So I've got a bunch of money in my DoorDash account thanks to them.
You have a DoorDash
Last
account?
I need to see your face next week, Matt. We need to get this.
Yeah, for some reason when I set up my webcam with Discord here, which should have just worked automatically because it should, it messed my OBS all up. So people, I do apologize for the technical difficulties. I'm sorry you had to see my ugly face at the beginning and only my ugly face, but you got to see these three beautiful Vol fan faces up here. So, but yeah, anything else?
GBO.
Nope, see ya.
GPO, what does that mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
If I end the call, will it end the stream?
It will end yours, but all right, Kyle, go eat your ice cream. Caleb, I hear your wife calling you for bed. It's past your bedtime. Chris, get back on your ships. And folks, we'll see you next week. Bye bye.